Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rosano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, ladies and gentlemen, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. It is Friday, April the 7th, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 11:18 p.m. Eastern Time here in the great state of Georgia, here in the United States of America. I am excited to be talking to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I drove about 700 miles today. No need for a round of applause. Drove 700 miles. We're here in Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to think about something today, and I want to share it with you. What are your hobbies? The reason why I bring this up, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about any other place, but I know here in America, one thing that we like to brag about, which is very weird, very odd, we like to brag about how many hours a week we work. I don't know about the new kids, but when I was 20, 21, I worked at a warehouse. I got out the military. I started working at this warehouse, and me and my brother, we would be in there working, and he would go home or whatever because he had a girlfriend at the time, and I was a single fella, a single bloke, and I would work 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week inside this warehouse, and I would go to my brother and I would say, "Hey man, hey. I said, you lazy. I'm working 60 hours a week at the warehouse, And my brother said, I worked 50 hours last week, and not just because that was my brother, but we worked together. So a lot of times in America, people get weird about, hey man, I'm working 50 hours, 60 hours a week, or whatever, But what I've learned over the years is people go to work for 40 hours a week, but do they work 40 hours a week? Of course they don't. But you want to make the best. You want to, of course, we all know you want to create some value for yourself so you can charge more, you can work less, charge more, and you can still make more money. Because, everybody works hard. That's one thing that you and I you understand. Everybody works hard, from the cashier at the gas station to the hamburger, the person manning the grill at the hamburger station at any local restaurant, to the CEO of Disney. Everybody works hard, But one of the most important things that you can do is create value for yourself. Turn yourself into a brand name. Turn yourself into something that people want to pay to hear. They want to pay to see, and things like YouTube and podcasts and creating content will help you establish your brand. Okay, and the more you're able to do that, and if I was you, we talked about this before, but we're gonna talk about it more. Whatever kind of business you're in, have high ticket items, low ticket items, medium ticket items. Try to have something that you can do a subscription base for, because the best thing is for you to get paid over and over and every month. Like Netflix. Look at it like Netflix. Look at it like I'll give you another example. Every week, my daughter, she goes to daycare, and every week they send me a bill, and every week I pay, and they make money every single week. It's not just me; it's other parents, and so subscription base is the way to go. Now, I'll tell you what: make sure you have your subscription base. Make sure you have it all lined up. Make sure you have everything, sinking. Make sure you ain't stinking, because if your subscription base, if it's not good, people will bail out on you, and you want to keep You want to keep the revenue going, okay? And most important thing when it comes to money, finance, running a business, all that, you want to establish a base. You want to know that every week you're gonna get. If you have a goal, you say, hey, I want to make this amount of money every week, and you hit it, and then you get more money, and you hit it, and you get more money, and then once you get that established, you can figure out, hey, what can we do to bring in more income? At the end of the day, it's about doing what you like. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, you also want to make money, and the more money you make, you're able to donate, you're able to give, you're able to, create more on the business. You're able to maybe buy another business, because one thing about it, life is like people always say, pyramid schemes, but you want to build your business like a pyramid. You want to have a base. You want to have You want to have You want to have a base. Something that is solid, something that is or it could be like a house. But you want to have something. You want to have a foundation. Something that you can come back to every time and make money, and then everything else you build on top of that. So keep that in mind. But the main subject tonight, is hobbies. We all can talk about work till we blue in the face. We all work hard. Most of us know what we need to do to get the mission accomplished. You need to put down the TV. You need to put down the phone. You don't have to call your friends all day, every day. You want to get the mission done. But we're going to talk about hobbies. Do you have any hobbies? Are there any things that you can do because, listen, we all come to a point. It's not necessarily hitting a wall, but sometimes you need an hour to yourself to do absolutely nothing, to do something that doesn't pay you a dime. I was driving today, and I was driving, and I passed a Bass Pro Fishing Shop store, and and it took me back to when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, I used to go fishing. And I said, you know what? I am going to work from home, and every now and then I'm going to take the day off, and I'm just going to go to a lake, and I'm going to go fishing. And I haven't been fishing in a long time. I haven't been fishing in a very long time, and it would please me to pick up this hobby again, because I enjoyed fishing when I was doing it when I was a kid. And fishing and going to hit golf balls is something that I look forward to doing when I'm working from home full time. And we all need hobbies. We all need things that we can do. It's not necessarily, hey, I'm going to make a buck off this. Everything you ain't going to make a dollar off of. That's just how it is, Like I was telling my wife, my idea of a getaway trip, because she likes to go on vacation for like 7 days. I don't like to be gone from my house that long. I love being at home. I've worked for a long time. I spent a lot of nights on the highways and byways of America, and so when I'm home, I just like to be home. I like to walk around my backyard and mosey out to the front and walk around and walk the baby around. But that's one of the hobbies, and it's good to decompress. It's good to take 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes take a whole day. But the point is, make sure you have some hobbies as well. Life ain't all about work. Of course, work hard. We all work hard, but make sure you have hobbies. Make sure you have something to say, all right, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that, One thing I like to do after I drive for 11 hours before I get into the online stuff, the writing, the copywriting, before I get into any of that, I normally take 20-30 minutes. I'll either listen to some jazz or I will watch an episode of Andy Griffith. And the reason why is because it helps me transition, from one job to another, one business to another business, It's it helps, and it's a hobby, and I enjoy watching old episodes of Andy Griffith, and I enjoy listening to jazz at night, and it helps, and hobbies are a good thing. Hobbies are, because you need more. There's, like I said, I hate to repeat myself, but bragging about working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, that's not a real that's not a real brag. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Bruh. That's not nothing you want to be patting yourself on the back about. And the people that work, like when I was working 50 hours a week at a warehouse, it seemed like great money because I was living with my parents. So to me, it was great money. But now that I look back on it, I was very underpaid, and I worked harder than I probably ever worked at any other job at their warehouse. And the pay wasn't great. Oh, I did work at Tyson for like a month once. Tyson Chicken, and that was another job that was 40-50 hours of labor. But a lot of times you're not going to make all the money in the world working a manual labor job. So I'm just here to tell you that. But no matter what you do, no matter what business you want to set up, no matter what avenue you want to go down, no matter what content you want to create, you want to take a little time for yourself. You want to have a hobby, 1 or 2 hobbies. If you like collecting stamps, if you like writing, doing art, some hobbies you can turn into money making things. I write poetry sometimes, and I made a few bucks off the poems I've written, but I don't write them to be thinking I'm going to be the next Maya Angelou. I just write poetry because it takes my mind off a lot of things. You know what I mean? So hobbies are a good thing. Hobbies are a beautiful thing, and you want to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul while you're out here trying to conquer the world. And always remember, live in the now, and you will be better off for it. Okay, like when you're doing your hobby, when you are doing your hobby, don't think about work. Don't think about anything else. Just do the hobby. When I watch Andy Griffith, I shut everything off. I don't come up with any ideas. I'm just sitting there watching. I chuckle. I watch my 20-minute episode, 25-minute episode, and then I say, all right, turn on the computer, and we get to it. In the morning, before I drive or before I write or anything else like that, I pull out the Bible. I read it. I don't think about what I need to do, this, that, and the other. I read it. I do my praying, and I go. So be in the now in everything that you do, and you will be better off for it. You will be a lot better off for it. Just be be present. A lot of times it's so weird how we live in the past or we live in the future. I can't wait till I can't wait. I remember. What about now? What about right now? Be in the moment. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. The more you are in the present, the better off you will be. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We will be back. We will record an episode on Saturday. We are closed. Sunday. We might drop a bonus episode Sunday. I highly doubt it. We will drop a new episode on Monday, Saturday. Monday we're coming out with new episodes, and it might be a bonus episode on Sunday. I do not know. I can't make any promises, but ladies and gentlemen, I want you to enjoy your weekend. Go back, listen to all the episodes, and I talked to you about the email yesterday. We will have the email will be ready on Saturday. I have got me a real email address, and so we will be rocking. We will start rocking and rolling with that. But I'm not gonna give you my email address unless I get some real questions from you, get some real feedback, some comments, some concerns. Like I told you before, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to make this show the best show in the podcast world. Okay, it's more than marketing. It's about business. It's about you. It's about marketing. It's about entrepreneurship. It's about running a business. It's about personal care. It's about just striving for. It's just about this show is about striving for the greatness that is in you. Greatness is in all of us, and sometimes it might take you a while to pull it out, but it is there, and it's up to you to pull it out of you, and I'm here to help you with that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. God bless you. I love you. And we will be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Take care. And it's always, everybody, peace.